We're announcing one of the largest transformations in the global automotive business. Full stop.
Now, the Maverick could have captured many people's hearts with its affordable pricing, excellent fuel economy, and driving experience that seems more like an SUV than a powerful truck. What if we teased you with hints of something much more fascinating that was just around the corner? Prepare yourself, as the Blue Oval Company is bringing back a classic brand from the heyday, a grandiose muscle car in addition to preparing for another revelation. It's the Ford Ranchero, of course. The absence of several cab layouts on the Maverick was one of the greatest lost possibilities. The fact that the crew cab was the sole option disappointed a significant number of individuals who had been hoping for a single cab at a lower price. The Ranchero will be a single cab pickup vehicle, exactly like its predecessor, because they are comparable in size to crew cab pickup trucks. Single cab models provide more cargo room and a larger truck bed, which has led to the growing popularity. Ford, as they did with the Maverick, will be able to open up a new market for pickup trucks by producing a small single cab model. However, Ford's small single cab will meet the requirements of the majority of city transport vehicles and make a perfect ranch vehicle when equipped for off-roading. Though conceptually identical to the Maverick, the Ranchero will be a more manageable version of the Maverick. Ford came to the conclusion that it wouldn't be best to directly challenge the Maverick with higher practicality figures. It would be quite foolish of them to risk their success as breadwinners, which is why they have chosen to produce a smaller car with comparable levels of utility. Expected to be significantly shorter than the Maverick, the Ranchero will likely benefit from little to no practical penalty because of its single cab configuration. However, Ford will still make the Maverick relevant by making it a single cab model, giving the Ranchero an equal opportunity to flourish. However, the Ranchero is anticipated to feature a unibody chassis, just like the Maverick, meaning that there won't be any extra fines when navigating through towns or attacking turns. But the Ranchero won't have an option for all-wheel drive. It will mostly be a front-wheel drive car. However, the Ranchero will utilize Maverick powertrains even if it doesn't employ the Maverick base. The Ranchero will be available with two distinct engine options, similar to the Maverick: a 2.0 EcoBoost turbocharged inline 4 and a 2.5 hybrid. It is reasonable to expect that the 2.5 hybrid engine will be the more popular choice amongst the two engines. This is because the Ranchero will weigh far less than the Maverick, allowing the hybrid to achieve higher MPG ratings. The top-of-the-line performance and off-road variants of the Ranchero will be the only vehicles that use the 2.0 EcoBoost. Additionally, all-wheel drive is only anticipated to be available as an optional extra on the 2.0 EcoBoost cars. Front-wheel drive is the only drive choice available on the hybrid variants. If it is added to the lineup, the Ranchero may also come with a 4-cylinder engine with a lesser displacement than the Maverick powertrains. It'll probably only be available on the base trim levels and be best used for city driving. An intriguing experience when operating a vehicle, the Ranchero's unibody chassis has already been discussed, but we neglected to add that. In contrast to the Maverick, the Ranchero will come standard with softer suspension and lower ground clearance. It'll effectively address the majority of issues and grievances with the Maverick's ride. The Maverick lacks personality and is, to put it simply, quite bland. Driving the Ranchero won't be as monotonous as it is with the Maverick. Since it's a little city pickup truck, most Rancheros will be more concerned with being tolerable and comfortable in town than they would with being in an off-road vehicle. The Ranchero is anticipated to have a ground clearance akin to that of a standard road vehicle rather than SUVs. The reduced center of gravity will help it be more stable around curves. You should also anticipate that the Ranchero will be more agile in turns because it will weigh less than the Maverick. It'll be more energetic as well because of the shorter wheelbase. The Ranchero will be far more comfy than the Maverick, but comfort is ultimately what matters most. It won't require firm suspension to stop bouncing whenever you hit a pothole, since it'll be lower to the ground. Furthermore, it will be considerably more comfortable on wide roads because of the much reduced body roll. Oh, and the aforementioned Dreamer will work perfectly for you if you're explicitly searching for a jacked-up Ranchero, since it's anticipated to feature a raised ride height and strengthened suspension. It won't be as spacious as the Maverick, and its seats will probably be just as boring, but all in all, it'll be a fun car to drive. All of these considerations, though, bring up the most important query that has many people baffled. Why is Ford producing two little pickup trucks? To build two cars in the same class and compete with them seems pointless, but in this case, it actually makes a lot of sense to do so. First of all, given the Maverick's immense popularity, it's no secret that obtaining one is not easy. Ford has encountered more than it can handle, and the Maverick's wait periods have been extraordinarily lengthy and continue to be so. Not to mention Maverick's ongoing problems with quality control. Once you drive it out on the showroom, seats have been known to wrinkle. The vehicle's general quality and finish are, to put it mildly, unimpressive, and the 2.5 engine has been beset by reliability problems. Ford will have more time to focus on fixing the previously mentioned problems that have been hammering the Maverick's reputation by reducing the manufacturing capabilities of a single model. Not to mention that Ford would be able to produce more diverse cars in greater quantities within the same time frame if there was less demand for a single model. Furthermore, Ford will bridge any gaps in other manufacturers' forthcoming models by providing a Maverick substitute as soon as feasible. There are now just a few small pickup trucks available, so other manufacturers may overthrow the Maverick by providing better quality control and quicker delivery. Additionally, most Maverick customers won't find it difficult to switch to the Ranchero if it reduces their waiting period because they're technically comparable to one another. Plus, Ranchero will manage to achieve decent, if not spectacular, sales statistics since there is a need for a more compact two-seater pickup truck. Ultimately, by expanding its range of pickup trucks, Ford will eventually dominate the industry with its models and branding, growing its position as a major player. As a result, their already very desirable models would become even more desirable, increasing their resale value. Therefore, even the Ranchero's debut seems a little odd. It was carefully thought out and is anticipated to solidify Ford's place as the industry's top pickup truck manufacturer. With the continued growth of the tiny pickup truck industry, Ford will need to move quickly if they want to sell a lot more Ranchero models. The majority of other automakers have already put a lot of effort into their little pickup trucks. The most well-known of them is Toyota, whose Toyota Stout has almost been verified. Some reports claim that the Stout will be available as a crew cab and a single cab. Not to mention the potential price difference between the Maverick and the Stout. This implies that Ford may lose market shares to the Stout if they don't release a Ranchero soon. With this in mind, we anticipate the Ford Ranchero to be unveiled to the public in 2024 and going on sale in late 2024 or early 2025. Hopefully they arrive on schedule. Regarding cost, the next generation of pickup trucks is anticipated to be less expensive than the Maverick Ranchero. This is due to the Ranchero's anticipated reduced size compared to the Maverick. Though it won't have as much of the impact as the pricing gap between the Maverick and the Ranger, some consumers will undoubtedly be affected. We honestly anticipate it filling up the streets as soon as it goes on sale since some Maverick owners require a simple, functional car with plenty of space in the rear. It won't be as popular as the Maverick, which is by no means a jack-of-all-trades car, but it'll still be well-liked. It's anticipated to start at around $20,000, which is a few thousand less than the Maverick. In all honesty, though, you should go for the Ranchero if you don't need the extra 2 seats in the rear and want something that's more practical in town. Here it is. The Ford Ranchero is a vehicle that flawlessly blends heritage, innovation, practicality, and economy. Cars like the Ranchero are like lighthouses, directing us to the shores that promise excitement and utility as we ride the waves of automotive progress. That's it, guys. Keep supporting and subscribing to our channel.